For Naruto's 20th anniversary, they just released this brand new 10-minute animated remaster of Naruto, and it is absolutely stunning and breathtaking in every single way. The colors, the compositing, there's insane levels of action as it remasters and replays all of the most highlighted scenes from the anime. And I am completely stunned and taken aback that Studio Pierrot would do such a phenomenal job with this and put so much love, care, and work into it, especially considering the 20th anniversary PV that we got for Dragon Ball was only 24 seconds long, a lot of logo text, and gave us these beautiful Shintani designs that, well, simply we thought might happen for Dragon Ball Super 2, but then we got Dragon Ball Super Superhero and it was CGI. But for Naruto and Studio Pierrot, they did not hold back in the slightest, giving us just such a stunning retake of all of the major events here, all of your favorite fights, all of the most emotional scenes, all of the ultra hype moments, and I'm just giddy. It's like reliving 10 years of watching Naruto in 10 minutes, and it looks absolutely beautiful. Obviously, one of the reasons that it's going to look beautiful is because they're doing it in 9:16 format. Back in original Naruto, it wasn't widescreen, it was just like the 480p square. So now we have higher resolution, we have better technology for compositing and the look and feel of the anime, but further than that, they basically took these phenomenal scenes by some of the best animators in their time, like Tsuru and Yamashita, and then they just added like tons of frames and colors, and it's just beautiful. I mean, this thing is so damn clean and smooth when you watch it. This is something that I could rewatch over and over again, and it took me completely by surprise. Now, a lot of fans think that this means we may potentially get a Naruto remaster. However, I highly doubt it. I think that, especially for Studio Pierrot, this is one of their biggest highlight series, and they wanted to give it the love and care it deserved for its 20th year anniversary. Boruto is not doing particularly well right now. If you're familiar with the manga, it's basically turned into the 5th Great Shinobi War with all of these cyborg android Jubi humanoids, but Naruto and Sasuke are nerfed, and so this is kind of nice, at least for maybe the newer fan base, to come and see, if they haven't watched the entire thing through, the intense emotional story of Naruto and Sasuke. And they do such a phenomenal job here in this remaster of showing you the dark side of Sasuke, how he gets pulled into darkness, and how Naruto, through hard work, gets lifted up into the light and makes friends as their paths come across several times throughout the series, but they keep splitting apart further and further. This is depicted incredibly well, and I think that even if you haven't been watching Naruto since the beginning, you could watch this 10-minute clip and get a great understanding of the show, its concepts, and the raw emotions that shock your system as you watch this beautiful show. So I want to dissect this 10-minute clip and go through each scene and the emotions that I had as I watched it growing up. And one of the most important reasons I think Naruto made such a huge impact on the anime community in general, not only was it just beautifully done, great animation, a unique story about ninjas with powers and so forth, but at this current time, everybody is into Dragon Ball Z, and other anime can't really keep up. But then Naruto comes out, we start to see the transformations, the powers, the great animation, and we're like, whoa, this show is actually really cool and really good. Without further ado, let's start breaking down this 10-minute clip and introducing you to some of the raw emotions and feelings that I had as we go through, because that really is Studio Pierrot's whole point behind making this, to draw emotions out of their audience, the audience that has been watching and loving this show for 20 years. This is the 20th anniversary. Let's begin with the greatness. And by the way, if you want to watch the PV, I'll put a link up for it in the description. There is no audio, they just play all of the opening soundtracks over and over again, so you should just stay here and watch my full video where I explain the scenes, and it helps with my YouTube channel. Thanks, let's jump in. The first super epic fight of the Naruto anime, this is when people really started to take notice as Naruto unleashed the fox, Zabuza and Haku versus Kakashi, Sasuke, and Naruto. Kakashi's fight with Zabuza will go down as one of the best fights in the original Naruto series. I absolutely love it as Kakashi and Zabuza are outplaying each other, using clone after clone, playing various levels of mental warfare, and it really showed us how Naruto is not just like a Dragon Ball Z who's stronger, punch them to the death battle, it is more of a battle of wits. Sasuke was able to unlock his Sharingan for the first time, and this was extremely epic in its own right. At this point, I was way more excited about Naruto unleashing the Demon Fox for the first time, and his transformation was definitely epic, terrifying, and powerful, and couldn't help but make you feel like he had some sort of Deus Ex Machina built into him, but it was extremely epic. You just couldn't help but love it, especially considering that he was so weak compared to everyone else. The Chunin exams were a highlight of Naruto, as we got to see a bunch of little children with superpowers fight each other, but it was so much more than that because we got to see ninjas from all of the different villages and see how their abilities work. Probably my favorite scene in all of Naruto and Naruto Shippuden was Rock Lee versus Gaara, and it was so goated that I'm really happy they put a clip of it in this, because to me it was one of the best fights. It was completely unexpected, it was completely badass, and I love it. I still go back and watch it all the time. I would love if they would just remaster Gaara vs. Rock Lee again, just to see it polished. As we move towards the finals of the Chunin exam, we got everybody who had won their match, and now we're gonna have Naruto fight Neji, a genius with the Byakugan and incredible powers for his age. And Naruto, this is one of his toughest fights yet, but he's able to outmaneuver and outsmart Neji with hard work, determination, which he learned from Rock Lee, and some creative problem solving mid-battle as he dug his way underground and was able to knock out Neji with a surprise punch. Another incredible moment in the series, as you really don't know how Naruto's going to be able to win. He's getting completely punished the entire fight, but he pulls out that W, that emotional music starts playing, and you can't help but get teary-eyed. That's when Sasuke arrives back from his training with Kakashi, and we get the mega fight, Sasuke, the new and improved, versus Gaara, who is absolutely terrifying and obviously the main threat of the Chunin exams. Here's where we get to see Sasuke release the Chidori. With incredible speed and a lightning fist, he's able to thrust the Chidori straight through Gaara's defense, making him snap. And Sasuke's power-up definitely made you cheer for excitement, but the fight is interrupted by Orochimaru, who battles the third Hokage, and I actually love this fight so much. This is the peak of power that you get to see at this point in the anime, as we also got to see the first and second Hokage as well. With incredible animation and you don't know what's gonna happen, that fight was definitely one of the peaks of the series for me. Naruto trains with Jiraiya and he learns the Rasengan, a destructive ability to rival Sasuke's Chidori. It's very powerful, and as they argue, they have a battle where they charge each other with their new ultimate moves, and this is when we get to see that Naruto has surpassed Sasuke. Sasuke, who's always been the #1 genius of his class, has just lost in power to the low-rate idiot that nobody likes. And this was an incredibly powerful moment in the anime. While it may not have been action intense, it's showing you the struggles that these two are going to have against each other to see who can become stronger as their ideals separate. And for the first time, Naruto, without using the tailed fox, was able to surpass Sasuke. And now we get a full all-out battle between Naruto and Sasuke, with everything they've learned up to this moment, as their ambitions are complete opposite of each other, and we get to see Naruto basically unleash some of the fox, but Sasuke unleashes the Sharingan, and they have an insane wicked battle. As they both continue to power up, Sasuke releases the curse mark seal that Orochimaru had given him, giving him even more power as they both keep climbing in opposite directions. Finally, we get to see as their full power fists connect, and this was about 6 episodes straight of them battling each other as the anime community was going absolutely crazy. 130 episodes building up to this moment as they battle, and it delivered like you wouldn't believe. Absolutely insane animation, and especially being remastered here looks beautiful. I would love to see this fight fully remastered as well. This is one of the peak moments in all of Naruto. It essentially ended Naruto before we got into Naruto Shippuden, and this is just another one of those fights that you could go back and watch over and over again. We have a time skip as we get into Naruto Shippuden, and we see Naruto meet Sasuke once again, and they both go around the world fighting the Akatsuki, this new super powerful criminal group, and they have absolutely epic battles. I loved Sasuke versus Deidara. I love seeing Naruto fight Orochimaru and pull out 6 of the tails. And Kishimoto writes these fights so down to the wire, but our heroes always succeed. Unfortunately, Jiraiya dies. That was like so heartbreaking in the show, and Sasuke finally gets his redemption to fight his older brother, learning the truth as he kills him. I really wish Itachi never died. Itachi was probably one of the best characters of Naruto, and it's such a shame to see him go, but fortunately we get to see him a little bit more later on in the series. The leader of the Akatsuki, Pain, flies over Konoha Konoha and blows up the entire city. And that's when Naruto arrives, and they have another one of probably the most epic, incredible anime battles in history, as we get to see how far Naruto has come. He's got Sage Mode, he's got the Rasen Shuriken, and as he defends the city that raised him, Konoha, he finally has achieved essentially the power level of a Hokage and is recognized for his strength after he saves everyone from pain. I remember talking to my friends after watching this battle after it first aired, and everybody was just behind Naruto 100%. Everybody was all about Naruto after the Naruto vs. Pain battle. But meanwhile, Sasuke, who has become extremely overly cocky at this point due to good reason, decides that he's going to go up to the 5 Kage summit and fight them all himself, a feat which is seemingly impossible unless you're Madara, who took them all out with ease. So I assume the first Hokage probably could have fought all 5 of them as well, and maybe the 4th, but that's about it. Sasuke at this point is not at that level. Fighting 5 Hokage at once is insane, and especially the Raikage, who was one of my favorite characters. Just, I love their battle. He's just a big brute with lightning. So cool to watch. Unfortunately, Sasuke didn't work out for him too well, but definitely a super hype moment in the show. Sasuke finally gets his revenge on Danzo, who basically played his older brother and ordered him to kill all of the other Uchiha. And although this may have satisfied Sasuke's quest for revenge and defeating the true person behind his family's deaths, it definitely doesn't make him go over to the good side. At this point, Sasuke has pretty much lost it. And then we move on to the 4th Great Ninja War. This is something that every Naruto fan who is watching the series, who heard all of these stories about these incredible old ninja and ancient heroes and villains, got to see them all reincarnated and fight in one massive battle led by none other than Uchiha Madara. Probably one of the best well-written villains in anime, period, and one of my favorite villains of all time in anime. This arc lasted forever, and there was too many highlight moments to even talk about, but eventually Naruto and Sasuke get their final upgrade of the series and are able to not only take out Madara, but take out Kaguya as well. And then finally, Naruto and Sasuke's final battle. Completely exhausted from their previous fights, they're out of stamina, and they're just wailing on each other with fists before going in for one final attack with the last of their chakra and blowing off each other's arms. Now, in just under 10 minutes, they were able to summarize and remaster all of those highlight moments from the series. But if you never watched Naruto all the way through, there are hundreds and hundreds of annoying filler episodes, which I think hurt the series quite a bit, but then again, it is still successful. I'm really happy that they gave this to us fans who have been watching Naruto for 20 years and watching and reading Boruto now. This was very, very pleasant, and I super appreciate it. I hope you guys did too. Let me know what you think in the comments down below, and I'll see you soon for some more videos.